Hi, my name is Rachel Garcia, and I know someone that cares about you has asked you to take a look at this company. I was actually introduced to it back in 2008. I live in Jacksonville, Florida with my husband of almost 21 years and my boys that are 10 and 13. And when my brother asked me to look at this, I was so busy. I didn't have time to even look at it. I'm a physician assistant. I've been practicing medicine in the state of Florida for 17 years. And in 2008, I was in the OR half the week. I was in the office for 12 hours a day. I saw over 50 patients a day. I was writing 100 prescriptions a day. I had just invested in a skincare retail store. I had put $50,000 into that. I ran it. So when I finished seeing patients at 8, I'd have to go let the employees go home and spent the evening shipping products out from orders that had come in during the day. I had just had my second baby. My husband had just started his own company. So I was so busy. I kept telling my brothers, I don't have time, I don't have time. And they said, you can tell us no. Just look at it before you say no. Give us an educated no. And because I looked at what you're looking at now, that night in 2008, our lives were changed forever. Not only have I been able to help tens of thousands of people throw their prescription medications in the trash as a result of what you're about to hear, but I have also helped a lot of people create an additional income stream, working very part-time from home. People quit their jobs. People are dropping from full-time to part-time. And that just gives them more time to do the things that they're passionate about. And it started with my husband and I. As a result of getting involved with the company back in 2008, we now make in 1 week what we used to make in a month. Now, let me tell you, we're highly educated people. My husband has 2 degrees from the University of Florida. I have 1 from UF. I have a master's degree from down in Miami. And when I tell you that we're now making in 1 week what the 2 of us combined used to make in a month, working 12 plus hours a day at the pinnacle of our careers, that should speak volumes to you. And I'm really good at helping people create an additional income stream. So I don't know if this is for you or not. My goal today is to walk you through some information about the company, kind of like a newscaster. And I think that you're going to know pretty quickly whether or not you're interested in getting involved with what your friend shared with you. The name of our company is PURE. It stands for People United Reaching Everyone. I really believe everyone deserves to have this information. In 10 years, I have seen that there's 3 groups of people that are usually attracted to this. One group is attracted to the health aspect of it. That's what I was attracted to. Being a healthcare provider, I am watching the health in our country decline. People are getting sicker and sicker, and we're giving out more and more prescriptions. And I started looking for a better way to keep my family's health on track. And I knew right away when I saw what this company was offering that it was a proven whole raw food system that was easy. And that's why I was attracted to it. Now, there's a whole nother group of people who are not taking care of their health. They know they should be. They know they should be doing a better job. You know, maybe your spouse is on prescriptions or your kids are on allergy, ADHD, anxiety medications, and you don't like it, but you don't know what to do. A lot of people will go to Whole Foods and they'll ask the 19-year-old behind the counter, you know, what do I do for my kid's allergies? He makes minimum wage. Don't ask him. Or others, you know, they go to Whole Foods and they see the 50 different types of vitamins and they're like, I don't know which one to choose. You're going to love what we have. A second group of people are very interested in an additional income stream, whether it's $500 a month that you're looking for or $500 a week. I'm not kidding when I say you can replace your full-time income working this very part-time from home. That's attracting a lot of people. And then the opportunity for shares, that is attracting even more people. So about 2 years ago, Phil Knight came on board with our company as an owner investor. He is the founder of the largest shoe company in the world. He's also the 27th wealthiest man in the world. Look him up if you don't know who he is. Since he has joined Pure, they've decided they're going public. Shares in the company are on the table until the end of 2018, so they're almost gone. When you get shares in the company, they are held in a savings account until we go public, and then they're going to turn into stock. There's a lot of people that made a lot of money by investing in Phil Knight's first company when they went public. And this is attracting a lot of people. I wasn't attracted by the shares, nor was I attracted by the business. I'm a healthcare provider. I was attracted by the health side of this. I saw right away that how the company started, and it caught my attention. As a PA, people brought me stuff every day, okay? I've seen it all, the nail stuff, the lipstick stuff, the wraps, the weight loss shakes, the berry juices. It crossed my desk daily, and I had no interest. What caught my attention is how this started. There was a naturopathic clinic in California that taught patients how to heal their bodies naturally by consuming the right foods. For 30 years, this clinic was in practice. The results were so good, there was a 3-year waiting list for people to get in. And they said, we're going to start a company because people shouldn't have to wait 3 years to learn how to put the right foods in their bodies. But we're only going to spread it by word of mouth. We're not going to do marketing, billboards, advertisements, commercials. We're just going to count on people who are passionate about what we have to share it with others. And that's how you're finding out about it. I'm telling someone who's telling someone who's telling you. And what are we telling you about? Has your friend set up shop and, selling stuff out of their garage? No, we don't sell products. This is an online membership club. It's like Amazon. It's kind of like Amazon meets Costco. Discount membership club, online membership club. And for me, it was about the ease. That with the click of a button, I could get proven whole raw food nutrition sent to my house. Okay, so think about this though. This is the really cool thing of what they have. It has a referral system. So if you got an email from Amazon today that said, for everybody that you tell about Amazon, whoever gets a membership, you're going to get 10% of whatever they purchase from Amazon for the rest of their life. That would be pretty cool, right? Well, clearly Amazon doesn't do that, but Pure does. And that is brilliant. Now, I didn't join for the referral system. I joined for the ease. I thought, okay, 30 years in a clinical practice. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences. I thought, I can't out-research 30 years. Give me everything they've got. I was sick of getting in the car and driving 45 minutes across town to the health food store. I was spending hundreds of dollars a month on supplementation from multiple different companies, the best of the best. What I saw was ease. I did not expect real results. I had never experienced results from my calcium or my omega-3s or my vitamin. I mean, I got fish oil burps from the fish oil, but I'd never been able to tell when I took it versus when I didn't. I definitely didn't travel with it. Now we go nowhere without it. Why? Because within the first few days, I started noticing changes. I used to have horrible insomnia. I would go to sleep, but I would wake up and my mind would race all night long. And so when I started sleeping within days, it was like sunshine was everywhere. I mean, it changes your world when you start sleeping all of a sudden. Then my son, who had horrible constipation issues, he used to bleed and cry. He'd go once a week. It was horrible at the age of 3. We were told to do Miralax. Don't give your children Miralax. It's antifreeze in a bottle. Please don't do that. And so when those issues resolved about a week in, I was like, this is very interesting. 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, my husband's depression issues totally disappeared. And he struggled with low lows. And he struggled with anger. And when those two things resolved about 3 to 4 weeks in, that I really started to pay attention. My husband, his family told me, just put him on medications. Just put him on medications. I'm a prescriber. I'm aware of the side effects. They're very, very real. And so I would rather deal with the scary than deal with the prescriptions. Well, when those lows disappeared, you guys, it was marriage saving. Do you know anybody who struggles with severe depression? It was life-changing for us. My children are now 10 and 13. They've never seen their dad the way I did those first 10 years of marriage. That changes my boys' outlook on their father for life. I knew I had to start sharing this with others. People say all the time, well, my sister's involved with something like this. How is it different? Shares in a company Phil Knight owns. That makes you very different, makes us very different. If you go Google the Ellen DeGeneres Magic Johnson interview that happened recently where she asked him what was one of the biggest mistakes he made in his early career, he says, I was offered stock in a company Phil Knight owns. And I passed it up because I wanted cash. And he says it was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. So don't be like Magic Johnson. Having stock in a company that Phil Knight owns is a part investor owner in is a big deal. The other thing that makes us different is it's for everyone. We all know people who are selling expensive skincare. I used to have a skincare retail store. And let me tell you, the percentage of women that will actually spend $125 a month on their face, it's a small percentage. Facebook would have us think differently, but listen, it's a small percentage. This is for everyone, every woman, every man. In fact, give your men the products and they're going to consume it more consistently than you are because of the results. It's for the children. Children need food too. You know, Lunchables doesn't cut it. It's for the grandparents. It's for the dogs and cats. Do you have dogs and cats with skin issues or hip dysplasia? You're going to love this. It's consumable. I bought this necklace from a friend of mine at a jewelry party a couple years ago. I am not a jewelry person. I went with my checkbook and thought, I'll support her. I'm not going to buy a jewelry monthly. Heck, I don't think anybody's going to buy jewelry monthly. You're going to run out of room. Where do you put all that stuff? This you buy, you consume, and it's gone. So if you want more, you have to replenish it. It's a consumable product. That makes us different than those other things out there. Here's what really makes us different though. 85 out of 100 people who purchase this product once purchase it again. So what really makes us different is our stuff works. Why does it work, Rachel? And I'm going to again tell you, When I was a PA, everybody brought me everything. What made me take notice in this? I had been doing a lot of research on nutrition in 2008, and I had learned about the importance of cleansing the toxins out, specifically with children and what's going on with children nowadays. Why are so many children on the spectrum with autism? Why are so many children struggling with ADHD and focus issues? What is going on? We've got to cleanse the toxins out of our bodies. We've got to get alkaline. We've got to build ourselves up with good nutrition from food. It's Genesis 1:29, not a little one-hit wonder vitamin. And this company was preaching that. I knew right away what they were speaking was truth. I didn't expect results because I'd never experienced that before. But that is why our stuff works. It's a centuries-old philosophy. This wasn't just cooked up in a lab a year ago. It's a centuries-old philosophy. Cleanse, balance, and build. Cleanse the toxins out of your body that you've been consuming since you were a child. There are farmers in North Dakota wearing gas masks and spraying 3 different kinds of weed killers on the soil before they put the seeds in the ground. Have you ever consumed water out of plastic water bottles, put food in Tupperware and stuck it in the microwave? You've got to cleanse. We cleanse the oil out of our car every 3 months. The car won't make it 200,000 miles if you don't. This is not going to make it your whole life. We know people in their 50s and 60s who have not taken care of their bodies. I know you know people. If they cleanse, balance, and build their bodies, it's amazing what the body can do for itself. You do not take a car with junky oil and put fresh oil in. They empty it out first before they put the good stuff in. So we cleanse. We balance out our hormone levels. And let me say this about the cleanse. We have a plant-based gentle cleanse. Everything we have is plant-based that cleanses the 7 channels you eliminate through your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, your kidneys, your blood, and your intestines. You don't just cleanse through your intestinal tract. 6 other organ systems were made to do that. Do you struggle with weight loss? Do you struggle with brain fog? Do you struggle with sleep? Do you struggle with your mood? You are likely toxic and need to cleanse. Then we get balance. Balance out your hormone levels. Balance out your pH and your mood. Did you know you can do that with food? Balancing out your pH, your hormone levels, and your mood with food, with superfruits from all over the world, high nutrient dense concentrated food. That is what we have here. There's a fabulous book published called The China Study, following hundreds of thousands of people. And why do some people get heart disease and cancer and sick and other populations don't? You know what they learned? Food has a huge impact on how this body works. What you put in your body matters. And they learned that the people who consume more plants than they do meat, dairy, sugar, coffee, they have an alkaline environment that disease and infection have a hard time growing in. Did you consume more plants today than you did meat, dairy, sugar, coffee? Most people haven't. And if you're a vegan, you're not off the hook yet. Okay, you might think, yes, I did. I'm good. No, hold on. But this is a surefire way, what Pure has, to get plant-based nutrition in your body quickly. My kids get more plant-based nutrition in their body before they leave the house in the morning for school than their whole class does in a week. Okay, I don't care about the cupcakes and the donuts at lunch and birthday parties because they're covered. And as a result, we haven't been sick in this household in 10 years. Then we build ourselves up with good nutrition. Listen, agricultural studies have shown, multiple agricultural studies have shown that if you compare the food being grown in the current soils, it is 15 to 20% deficient in nutrition compared to what our grandparents ate. You have to eat something like 8 bushels of spinach to get what your grandparents got in nutrition out of 1. We are sorely lacking in nutrition. Pure covers all of your bases. Are you looking for calcium? We have the best plant-based calcium on the planet. You should be looking for calcium. Your bones and your teeth need that. Did you know that if you consume calcium and it's not perfectly blended with magnesium, your body doesn't even absorb it? We've got magnesium perfectly combined with our calcium. Do you struggle with leg cramps, migraines, insomnia, brittle bones? You're going to love our calcium. Do you struggle with brain fog? Do you struggle with blood pressure, cholesterol, sleep, mood, depression? Go do some research on plant-based omega-3s and your mind will be blown. We have the best. Do you struggle with reflux or bowel issues of any kind? You're going to love our noni. It's from the volcanic areas of the world, 100% noni, not mixed with anything. Do you struggle with libido, blood flow? Goji will be your best friend. Do you struggle with pain, allergies, asthma, mangosteen, sulfur, Mila? It's a 1, 2, 3 hit. You're going to love what we have here, you guys. We have a whole wellness advisory board made up of medical doctors and a pharmacist. 5 of our products are in the physician's desk reference. That's what I use to write prescriptions. This is crazy validating. You guys, there's companies starting every single month and they're like, oh, health and wellness is the next big thing. Let's go see what was the best seller at Whole Foods last year. Oh, melatonin? Yeah, because no one's sleeping enough. We allow our phones to sleep longer than we sleep because we're not balanced. Melatonin, let's go hire some scientists and formulate it into an aerosol spray or a patch, and say it's a better way. Food is a better way. Liquid plant food. That's what we have here. This is a centuries-old philosophy. We've been around 10 years. The first 3 years, I had a lot of questions. I wanted to know why my friend Billy's cholesterol dropped 55 points in 3 weeks on this system. I wanted to know why I'm no longer allergic to cats. I wanted to know why I went and did a study in Gainesville with a pediatrician, kind of a grassroots clinical study. We saw children have increased focus and saw children with better sleep and better bowel habits, better motor skills and communication. I wanted to know why. It's all compiled here on purelifechangers.com. I have a medical analytical mind. The research has been done for decades on fiber and omega-3s and plants and mangosteen and noni. It's all there. I compiled it for you. Check it out on purelifechangers.com if you have questions about our products. Listen, you might be thinking, well, I'm not a salesperson and I'm not a healthcare provider. This is simple. We're not asking you to set up a shop or run around with products or have house parties or memorize what I'm saying and go spit it back out. When I first got excited about this, my CPA was the one who encouraged me. I was always looking at businesses, and I came in excited about this, and he said, Rachel, this is a business. I was like, no, it's too cheap. We just bought food and we ate it. And he encouraged me, spend a little time on it. I had no time. So this is what I did. I had a 10-minute drive to work. I would call people. Tina, my husband and I were always looking at additional streams of income. We found a company I'm super, super excited about. It's like I've never seen anything like it. No one knows about it. We're jumping in with both feet. I'm sending you a video. It's about 25 minutes long. I'm going to go see patients, and then I'll call you on my way home. Tina would always be like, well, what is it? Is it this? Is it sales? Is it that? I don't have time. I just pulled into the driveway of the office. There's 3 patients waiting for me. I will call you on my way home. And that's what I did every morning, 5 days a week, 52 weeks out of the year. I made 1 phone call a day, and I made over $100,000 that first year and helped 900 people throw their prescriptions in the trash just by showing people a video. And afterwards, I'd call them back and I'd be like, what did you think? And many of them would be like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Tell me why you're excited. So then I would share my excitement, get back to the person who invited you to look at this, ask them why they're excited. And then they'd have all these questions and I didn't have the answers because I was in the OR all day. I'd be like, I don't know the answer to that. I would give them to someone else to answer the questions. And then they would begin to join my team. Let me tell you guys, no one knows about this. About 40,000 people in the entire United States know about this company, and they're almost all in Texas. Now, if you're listening in Texas, don't worry. There's 27 million people who live in the state of Texas. So it's still wide open for you. Your income earning potentials are huge. Now, people say all the time, oh, well, you got in at the beginning. Listen, you don't want to join any company at the beginning. When they say ground floor, run as fast as you can. It is a miracle that I made it through 10 years in this company. The first 7 years, I think I'm permanently bruised from the first 7 years in this company, okay? It took my husband, let me give you an example, 8.5 years to hit this rank of black diamond in the company. This is our estimated annual income. There are 6 couples who've done it in their first year, and they did it between the summer of 17 and the summer of 18. The income potential is uncapped. We have worked out the bumps in the road. It's kind of like, can you imagine owning the first McDonald's franchise? I mean, that was probably a hot mess, right? Now, teenagers are running McDonald's. It's a fine oiled machine. That is where we are right now. We're 10 years old. We did 100 million in sales last year, yet no one knows about us. This is big, and it's residual. The income you make, the work you do now will pay you for decades to come. I was looking for residual income in 2008. I had had multiple miscarriages before my first child. In 2008, I'd had my second child. Okay, so 32 years old, I had these 2 babies who I'd been praying for and wasn't even sure that I could have. I was working 12 hours a day, seeing patients as a PA. My husband had started his own company in 2007, which was struggling because 2008, who wasn't struggling? And I had just been told at my job I was capped out and I couldn't make any more money. And I was paying someone else to spend the day with my baby. They were taking them to the park and to the lake, and it broke my heart. And so I wasn't even looking for money, you guys. I was looking for time freedom. And I'd spent 8.5 years on my schooling and $100,000 on my schooling, so I couldn't just walk away. So I was looking for residual income. I was looking at car washes and laundromats, and was listening to the doctors that I worked for, and they had financial freedom, but not time freedom. They were at the office by 6 a.m. They didn't leave till midnight. On vacation, they were calling in 3 times a day. I started listening to people who had time freedom. And I'm going to tell you right now, broke people will come out of the woodwork telling you that what you're doing is a scam or it's not real. Do not take advice from people who are not successful in the areas you want to be successful in. Don't take advice from someone who works 9 to 5 and trades their hours for dollars on money. You wouldn't take advice for someone on your gallbladder who is not a doctor, who did not pass the medical boards. I started looking to people who were successful, millionaires and billionaires who had time freedom and wealth freedom. Okay? Richard Branson and Tony Robbins both say this business model is brilliant because everything that you do with this business is a tax write-off. Someone else works to make you money, me, while you're doing your other job, and the investment is laughable. Listen to what the millionaires and billionaires say. Sometimes people say, well, isn't it a pyramid? Do you have a boss? If you have a boss, you're in a pyramid. The boss makes more than you. The doctor I worked for made more than me. The nurses made less than me. They couldn't make as much as me. No matter how hard I worked, I was in a pyramid. On the Saturdays when I was at the beach or at church on Sunday, the doctor wasn't squirreling away in the office to hand me a check on Monday. You guys, if anything, this is an inverse pyramid. Let me show you how it works. Let's say after watching this video, you have questions. We're going to connect you and get your questions answered. Okay, and you decide to join. Your next step is to watch a 30-minute training video where you learn how to do that 10-second phone call I just showed you. And then you get online with me like this, and we record a video for you. Okay, and you start sharing that video with people. And you share it with enough people, you're going to find two, I promise you. You already know whether you're interested or not. You're going to find two who are interested in joining your team. And you might say, Rachel, I'm so busy, I don't have time to do this at all. If I put two people in, will you work with them? Absolutely, that's what I do. I will go work with those two people. I will train them. I will do videos for them. I will get on the phone with their people and answer their people's questions, myself and the other leaders on our team. That's what we do. And everyone who purchases product as a result of these two people you've told, you're going to get paid a check for to infinity. And they don't just buy it once, remember. They buy it over and over and over again. 85 out of 100 buy monthly. That's a business. Now is the time to join, you guys. Whoever's sharing this with you, they're just building two teams. Meaning, if they end up bringing 20 people into their business, they're going to stack, because they're only building two teams, those 20 people are going to get stacked on top of each other. The first two people who join their team get these top two spots. 3 goes under, 4 goes under, 5 goes under, 6 goes under. Then I start working with all of them and sharing it with their people. So the sooner you join your friend's business, the faster we're going to start to build a savings account for you. It's kind of like we're putting vending machines underneath you. You might say, now's not a good time for me, but I want the shares and I want that position. Now is the time, because the shares will be gone at the end of 2018. We've already done 100 million in sales. We're on track to be $1 billion per year company by the year 2020. That's our projected date to go public. There's two groups of people who join our business. One is Aunt Betty Sue. She says, I just want the products. I have chronic knee pain and allergies. Just give me some products, honey. We're going to get her a $25 membership. We're going to put a package together of products for her, and there's no obligation to ever buy again. It's like Amazon. Second group of people are interested in creating an income stream. We had a couple join our team a month ago who've already made over $12,000 in their first month. How would that change your life? Let me tell you what they did. They set up their monthly overhead. The only thing that this company requires for you to get checks weekly and for your shares to sit in that savings account until we go public is $125 a month of our life-changing food and nutritional supplementation. You should be spending that on your family already. This was not an extra expense out of my pocket. I just stopped buying what I was buying and started buying this. And I spent the first 3 years comparing what we have here to everything else out there. What we have blows away what you're using right now. If you're not spending $125 a month on your family's health right now, I'm warning you. You're going to be spending it at the doctors and the hospital in the future. Get it together now. It's not the teacher's jobs and the doctor's jobs to get your family's nutrition under control. It's your job. So monthly overhead of $125 a month, that's easy. And then you go and place your first order. This couple that's made $12,000 in their first month, they placed a 30-share package. Aunt Betty Sue, she's going to order whatever she wants. But if you're looking to make money or create multiple shares in this company, get multiple shares in the company, you're going to look at this 30-share package. It gives you 30 founding shares, free enrollment, free shipping, but it opens the door to pay you more. Because if you come in with this package, you're automatically qualified to earn additional matching shares every time you bring someone into the business, as well as additional share bonuses. And if you don't come in with the 30-share package, you're just letting that pass you by. Okay, so just by bringing 2 people in, and I'm going to tell you, if you have 10 people watch a presentation, it's very likely 2 to 3 will join your team. If you have 20 people watch the presentation, it's very likely you'll have about 5 to 6 join your team. With just 2, you've made $950 and you've gotten 90 shares. If you bring 4 in, you're literally even. You've made your investment back, and now everything that I make for you going forward is just icing. And yes, I will build your business for you while you're doing other things. That's what I do. So if you're interested in getting the full potential of what the company set aside for you and not passing it by and giving it to other people, because the company pays it out no matter what. It's just a question of, do you get it or do you give it to someone else? You want to look at this big package. It's $2,600 worth of products for $1,899. I came in with this package because I'm a discount shopper. It's $700 worth of products for $1,899. No, I'm sorry. It's $700 worth of products for free. It's $2,600 worth of products for $1,899. That's a bargain. I didn't come in for the business. I didn't get shares when I came in. I just knew I would get my family's health on track. For me, this was health insurance for our family, and I wasn't going to have to drive across town and do all my research on what's best for what anymore. You guys get 30 shares. I mean, can you imagine investing in Nike right now? You're not going to get Nike apparel sent to your house. You're just going to cross your fingers and hope the stock goes up. You guys are getting 30 free shares and opening the door to earn more with this package. Anybody who's ever invested in a business knows that this is a bargain. Second package is great. It's 10 shares. It's $6.99. It's not the package you want if you're looking to create an additional income stream. It just pays you a lot more to come in with the big one if you're going to open your mouth and share it. I always end with a picture of my family. My boys are 10 and 13 now. This has changed our lives forever. It's summertime in Jacksonville, Florida right now. I'm home with my boys every day. We are going on trips. I'm taking them fishing. We're going down to see Manchester United play in Miami. Like, these are things that I would never have been able to do if I hadn't jumped on that opportunity back in 2008. I didn't know what was ahead of me. I had no idea how it was going to work. I didn't have anybody leading me. You guys, we are a team. I am here to help you. In fact, as soon as you join with the 30-share package, you're going to be meeting me or one of my leaders online in the next 48 hours if you want to. And we're going to, what are your goals? Let's get you trained. Let's set up so we can record a video like this for you and start sharing this with others. We can get you your investment back in a week. There is no reason why you can't live the life you want to live. I don't know if you want to be making $500 a month or $500 a day, but we can do whatever you want to do here. The time is now. So my encouragement is get back to the person who invited you. Don't go into the witness protection program. Be a good friend. If it's not for you, they're going to call you and ask you what you like best. Just say, it's not for me. That's cool. Thank you for your time. But if something that you saw today interests you, please I would recommend texting them and saying, I'm in. I just watched the video and I'm in. Because timing does matter. You don't know who's going to join their team an hour from now or a day from now. And if you come in before they do, they'll go on your team. And if they go build a huge organization, they're going to build a savings account for you that you get to cash in on as soon as you start sharing it with others. I hope that I get to meet you and work with you in the very near future. God bless and take care. Bye-bye.